to Kicking It With Mia. And today we're going to talk about Porsha and Shamea and the whole thing that Kenya said about them on her YouTube channel, on her episode 2 of Life Twirls On. So yeah, we're going to get into that. But before we get into it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And come on over here and kick it with your girl. So I'm sure a lot of you have watched Kenya's Life Twirls On show, her episode 2 on her YouTube channel. And before we get into the gist of this video, I just want to say Kenya production is top tier. Like, I will give Kenya that. Like, baby, production is T. Like, it looks good. Everything is nice. The quality is amazing. So, I gotta give Kenya that. Like, Kenya girl, okay, I see you. You're doing your thing. Okay. I appreciate that. I love a good production. Like, I'm trying to get my stuff to there. I'm not there yet. But, baby, we working to it. As we grow, we gonna get there. So, yeah, not Porsha, I'm sorry. Kenya had a lot to say about the Shamea and Porsha situation of it all. And I thought it was kind of funny to me. Like, I'm like, okay, Kenya, like, this is for Teens World. Y'all don't come after me. Like I always say, I'm not biased. I don't like to say I like or dislike these ladies, but I'm just going to be real. I haven't always been a fan of Kenya because Kenya has done a lot of antics that me personally, I just couldn't get with. Like, I understand it's stuff for TV, but I used to always side eye Kenya. I will say that I did start to enjoy Kenya more after she had baby Brooklyn. It's kind of like she kind of settled out a little bit. She wasn't as much as she used to be. But I thought what she said in this episode about Porsha and Shamea, I found that to be interesting. And I'm gonna play the clip and we're just gonna unpack it. We're just gonna I'm gonna play it so you guys can hear exactly what she said, and then I'm just gonna piggyback off of that and just give my little 2 cents, my thoughts on the situation. Okay, let's see what she said.
Porsha and Shamea, they have been friends forever. Obviously, I've known of Shamea since Shamea was first on the show. I remember kicking Shamea, off of my boat when I was, on the show because she was sticking so closely with Porsha, and Porsha and I were falling out. But Shamea and I have gone back and forth plenty of times, at least several times that I know of, because of her rocky relationship with Porsha. Now, a lot of you guys may not know, I've actually had a conversation with Shamea a long time ago. And that was when Porsha and I were not on the best terms, and we're cool now. But
girl, I don't think you and Porsha gonna be cool after she released. Porsha ain't really said nothing because she's filming traitors, but I don't know if y'all gonna be cool, Kenya, after this. But I want y'all to really listen to what Kenya says, because I feel like you have to take words and listen to the context behind the words and not just take everything she says at face value. So let's go.
But this was when Porsha and I were not cool. Everything that I know about their friendship, I'll just tell you. I never felt that Porsha was supportive of her being on Housewives. They had asked Shamea to be on Housewives as a housewife years ago. And Shamea refused to do it or could not do it. I'm not really clear about the details. But in any event, she couldn't do it. She didn't do it. She did not accept the offer to be a housewife or to interview to be a housewife. And I remember a specific conversation being filmed where Shamea brought up something. Maybe it was her wedding. Maybe it was Porsha not being supportive of her. But I remember Porsha saying something to the effect of, why are you doing this? Why are you over here? Why are you doing this? Do you need the money that bad? And I think Shamea was like shocked, like, what, where is she going with this? And the gist of the conversation was, can't you just let me have this and you go over and do what you need to do? But this is my platform. You need to go and either be my support system or go away. That was the gist of the conversation. Now, I've been on that show, was on that show, still am, still employed, not on the show currently, but for 12 years. I've seen and heard a lot. I've never lied on anybody. Never. Y'all know that.
That's debatable.
I remember thinking, is that a friendship or a relationship of convenience? Because a friendship, you cheer your friends on no matter what. And I just remember this saying that Oprah said before, like, if you have a friend that even shows you a hint of them not wanting you to succeed or climb the rung in a ladder, they are not your friend. I strongly believe that. If I don't have a girlfriend that's on the sidelines and be like, go girl, you better do that. What can I do for you? I'm going to call the producers. I'm going to call the network. I'm going to do everything I can. I need you by my side. I've done that before for a friend of mine, to the point where I'm putting my own job in jeopardy because I'm like, y'all should look at this girl. She is dynamic. She's beautiful. She is a housewife. She is the one you're looking for, and you're overlooking her. And going so far out of my way, people were like, what is going on? What is the situation with you and this friend? Because she was somebody I truly cared about. She's my friend, and I believe she would be good in that role. However, that's not what I see with Shamea and Porsha. What I see is jealousy.
Really, Kenya?
What I see is somebody putting their foot on somebody's neck and saying, you stay down there. I want to be the queen of this. You go find your own thing, which is basically what she said. I mean, I think we already know what that is. It's not a friend. Anyways, no friend I would want to have. So can two besties survive the same bag, same spotlight, and the same screen time? Or is it a matter of just time for it to blow up? Y'all let me know what you think in the comments below. And remember...
So, what do y'all think? Kenya's saying that she don't lie. And we know she don't lie is a lie. I was like, Kenya girl, please be for real. Like, you don't lie? Okay. So this whole Porsha is just so jealous of Shamea narrative. Baby, this has been the narrative the whole season. Porsha is jealous of Shamea. Porsha is mad Shamea got the man. Porsha is mad because Shamea got the car. Porsha is mad Shamea got the money. Porsha is mad. Porsha is mad. Porsha want to be Shamea. Shamea is living the life Porsha won't. And I don't know if it's just me, but I see through Shamea. Like, I see through all Shamea bullshit. And I'm sorry, y'all. I agree with Angela. Shamea has been playing the long game. And I'm going to tell y'all why. And like I said, I don't want to think I'm not biased. I call all these ladies out on their bullshit because they all do stuff. Like I said, Kenya has done a whole lot of stuff that I side-eye. Like, Kenya can't call nobody a mean girl because she's a mean girl. Like, they've all have their stuff. They all have their shit. They all does stuff. Put it like that. So, Porsha being jealous of Shamea, a little debatable, if I must say. And so I just want to say, Kenya has not always been the best friend. We see how she did Cynthia. Kenya's mad at Cynthia now because Cynthia called her on her BS. Because Cynthia tried to hold you accountable as a friend. Because that's what real friends do. And you're mad at Cynthia. We seen Cynthia try to Kenya low-key try to sabotage Cynthia when she was getting engaged and stuff. Like, it's been a lot of stuff that we could say about Kenya, right? But we're going to talk about the whole Porsha and Shamea of it all. Now, initially, I felt like, and I kind of still feel this way, that they are really kind of maybe low-key jealous of each other in different ways. Porsha, we know Porsha's a lover girl. Porsha wants the man. She wants all the things. And Shamea wants the fame. She want to be in the spotlight. She want to be that girl that everybody knows and that everybody's talking about. Let's just call a spade a spade. I feel like Shamea is an opportunist, and she's gonna take every opportunity to get to where she needs to get. Hence, her coming on this show, talking to Angela and Drew about Porsha in a negative light, and you know that they don't really fool Porsha like that. Also, I don't know if y'all heard what Kenya said. Kenya said at a time Shamea came to her when her and Porsha had gotten into it. Another thing, Shamea, why are you, everybody that has a problem with Porsha, why do you feel a need to go vent to them about Porsha? But this is what y'all call a friend. Like, you knew Kenya and Porsha had the most, like, had so many issues to the point where it got physical. But you thought that you could go talk to Kenya about me? Like, make it make sense. I don't see how y'all don't see the snake in Shamea. Even with the whole Candy situation, a lot of y'all try to say, "Oh, Porsha chose Phaedra over Shamea." No. I don't know if we watched the same show, but Shamea wanted to be friends with Candy so bad that she went against Porsha. The whole Candy coded clique talked about Porsha in front of Shamea. Shamea did not say nothing. So for y'all saying, "Oh, Porsha didn't want to wasn't her friend," and all this other stuff, it's like the little stuff that we did see of Shamea when it came to Porsha, I side-eye Shamea. Like, on the cool, I wouldn't even fool with Shamea no more. But I understand that their relationship is deeper than we may know. Like, they go way back to the point where their mothers were cool. So it's a little deeper. Like, I feel like they genuinely have love for each other. That's why they can't let the friendship go fully, because they genuinely love each other. It's like kind of like a situation with a family member. Like, we beef and we have deep rooted issues, but you family at the end of the day. So it's like, I don't fool with you, but I can't hate you. I feel like that's the type of relationship that they have. I feel like they want to be cool, but so much has transpired to the point where it's like, if I let my guard down, then what are you doing? Like, I don't see how y'all don't see what Shamea is doing. Also, I know a lot of y'all, Kenya was like, Porsha didn't want Shamea on this platform. And I'm not saying that Porsha shouldn't advocate for her friend. I'm not saying that. But I'm also not saying Porsha is not wrong for wanting something for herself. I know y'all might not like that, but that's just me being real. Like, it's okay to want something that's yours, especially something that, Porsha came on the show and she helped build the show to what it was, whether y'all like her or not. She played a tremendous role in that, especially with her and Kenya in the back and forth. Me personally, I don't think Kenya would ever like Porsha, because I know some of y'all may say this is debatable, but I always feel like Kenya was low-key jealous of Porsha. And so she's going to always have an issue with Porsha, because I feel like Porsha is that she has a carefree attitude. Like, she's very likable, even though a lot of y'all don't like her now because of the situation that happened with Fallon. But for the most part, Porsha is very likable. She's funny, and she just have that. Like, some people just have it, and she has it. And I feel like they didn't like that. And don't get me wrong, Kenya is that girl in her own right. I would never take that from her, even though, like I said, she's done a lot of stuff that me personally, don't get down with. But she's saying that Porsha didn't want Shamea on the show. But not only that, she said that Shamea couldn't do the show. Hence, Shamea saying that she couldn't do the show because Gerald didn't want to be on the show. We've been watching this season. How much have we seen Gerald on the show? Like, only time we see Gerald really for real is when Shamea is on FaceTime with him. We saw him on the beginning episodes when they were introducing her family, and that's it. Gerald he still doesn't want to be on the show. So why do y'all think that Porsha just was like, I don't? And then another thing, everybody's like, oh, Candy advocated for Shamea. Candy advocated for Shamea. When Porsha was gone those 3 years, why didn't Bravo pick Shamea up then? I think Bravo, they may have wanted Shamea, but Gerald didn't want to do it, so they probably was like, we cool on Shamea. Y'all thought Shamea was gonna be this breakout star, and we're seeing that Shamea is not who she puts up to be. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't dislike Shamea, because like I keep saying, I don't like to say I like or don't like these ladies, because I don't know them on a personal level. But from what Shamea is giving, and from what Angela's saying, and just from what I've seen, Shamea is definitely playing a long game. Because why are you talking to people about me, about stuff that happened years ago? It's like you're going to all of Porsha's enemies to talk about Porsha in a negative light, but we supposed to be best friends. We supposed to be cool. So you mean to tell me that Kenya, out of all people, was the only person for you to go talk to? Like, let's be clear. Like, I don't see how y'all don't see that. Like, that's snake behavior. Like, you gonna go talk to somebody you clearly know that I got an issue with. You clearly know that I don't fuck with her like that for real. But you're gonna go tell them my issues. Even the same with Angela and Drew. And the thing about it is, they were off camera. Shamea wasn't expecting Angela and Drew to call her out on her bullshit. And we wouldn't have never known this if they didn't call her out and call her on it. So it's like everybody is saying that Porsha is jealous. I feel like Shamea is jealous of Porsha as well. Because Shamea wants fame. Shamea wants the fame. Like, Shamea has all the things, right? She has the money. She has the husband. She has the family. She's living in this $9 million home. Like, she doesn't have to work if she don't want to. But yet, she still desperately wanted to be on Housewives. Why is that? And another thing I don't think that y'all see that I've noticed, Porsha really don't give a damn about the fame for real. That's why Porsha left the show when she got with Simon and Simon gave her that allowance. She left the show. She left the show and was like, okay, he gonna pay all the bills. I can still spend the little money that I want to spend. He's giving me an allowance. I'm good with that. I don't have to have this show. Shamea still wanted to be on the show. But she has all the things. Why is that? I feel like Porsha is motivated by money. Shamea is motivated by fame. And that's what I think a lot of y'all don't understand. Y'all think it's just money, 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 money. And to a person who don't have money or never had money or something, that may be what it is for you. But fame is the name of the game for Shamea. Shamea wants to be an actress. Shamea wants to be a singer. Shamea has been in all these girl groups and stuff that didn't go anywhere. Shamea wants that. Like, whether y'all like it or not, Porsha is a star in her own right. Y'all can't take that away from her. I know y'all don't like her, but I gotta be real. And the real is that Porsha is that girl in her own right. And Shamea wants that. This is why Shamea was so far up Candy's behind, because she knew that Candy could open doors to that music career and stuff that she wanted, that she so desperately wanted, that she would go against her best friend, Porsha, for Candy. And then, like, even with Candy, Shamea, if Porsha really didn't want Shamea to be a part of this at all, she wouldn't have brought Shamea on the show. She brought Shamea on the show. Yeah, she's a friend of the show, but we wouldn't know Shamea if it wasn't for Porsha bringing her on the show. Hell, Shamea wouldn't even know Candy if it wasn't for Porsha. Like, I think y'all are missing this because y'all hate Porsha. And like I said, I don't know these ladies for real, so I don't have no ill hate in my heart for now one of them. Like, they do what they do. They're grown women. They all have their accolades in their own right, and I salute that, especially as another black woman. But I'm going to call the truth out in what I see. And what I see is that Shamea is low-key jealous of Porsha, just like Shamea is low-key jealous of Drew. I feel like it's stuff that has been done on both sides of the coin, and we're only privy to so much. We've only really seen Porsha's side, and some of the stuff is not shown in a good light, but that could be edited. Whatever the case is, I feel like Shamea does stuff, and I feel like Porsha do stuff. I do feel like Shamea hasn't been a great friend to Porsha the way y'all trying to make it seem. Shamea want fame. We just, like, I don't see how y'all don't see that. But that's neither here nor there. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm not team nobody. I'm team what's right. And I'm just saying, Porsha ain't wrong. Porsha is not wrong in her feelings. And Shamea, she ain't wrong in hers. It's just one of those things where at this point, they probably need to be cool on each other and just, like, be mutual. When I see you, we cool. It ain't nothing. I love you from a distance, and hey, what it is, what it is. But like I said before, Kenya is not to be the spokesperson for nobody talking about jealous, because Kenya has been a lot of things on this show. And I don't team swear. I don't need y'all coming for me, but I'm going to say what I got to say. And if y'all don't like it, it's cool. but just don't disrespect me. But yeah, Kenya has done a lot of stuff that I don't like. Kenya has been jealous of a lot of people on this show. Kenya has her own issues. Kenya saying she don't lie on people is a lie. Kenya treated Cynthia horribly. So it's like, girl, baby, I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Bye, y'all.